Joel, give us a little background about what you have done. I know you are big into films, and I guess you would call yourself a documentary maker?
Yes, documentary filmmaker, and I've been doing it since we moved to the desert in 2004. And I've made over 160 documentaries, most of them pro bono. I don't charge anything to the charities and the organizations, the arts and music organizations. And basically, it's my way of giving back to the community. I mean, yes, I give my share of financial donations, but the time and the talent, such as it is, that I commit to making these documentaries for the organizations, for them to raise money, for them to get the word out, that gives me a good feeling. The results have been very positive for most of the and all the organizations I've done documentaries for, and I keep doing it because there seems to be an audience for it. And what a wonderful community we live in to be able to do that many documentaries. I haven't even scraped the bottom of the, let's say, the barrel, the top of the barrel, with those kinds of organizations. This latest, I have two things coming up now. This is the first one I have nothing to do with, other than a great passion for having the world see this movie. And it's called, don't be turned off, I hope your listeners aren't turned off by the title, Louder Than a Bomb. It has nothing to do with bombs that explode, it has nothing to do with violence, it has nothing to do with war. And basically I'll give you the quick history of it and why I'm so excited about it. We saw it the first day of the 2011 Palm Springs International Film Festival. By the end of the movie, which is very inspiring, very energetic about young people, the entire audience, I don't mean 3 people, the entire audience stood up and applauded while the credits ran. And I felt, wow, how positive a message it is sending. I've got to bring this or help bring it to the rest of the world. I spoke to the director after the film. I said, what can I do? I have a motion picture background distribution and so forth. And he told me and so forth. I said, great, I'm going to try to help you bring it to the rest of the world. Anyway, that was a grand idea. I did not succeed. It was too difficult for me alone to bring it to the rest of the world. However, what I did and was able to do with the help of David Bryan at the Rancho Mirage Library is bring it to our community for one showing for free on April the 7th, which is a Thursday, a month prior to when it opens at the Camelot Theater in the end of May for a week's run. And my goal is to have the community room in the Rancho Mirage Library can seat 350 to 400 people, to fill it for that free screening, and then ask those people who are there, if they indeed love the film as much as I did, to make word of it known to their friends and family, so that by the time it opens at a theater price at the Camelot, we will have a couple of thousand people thanks to the word of mouth. And that's why I'm so excited about it.
Now, is this Louder Than a Bomb film? Is this a full-length film?
It's a 90-minute film. It's a documentary. It won the Audience Favorite Award not only at our festival, the Palm Springs Festival, but at festivals around the country. And it happens to be about poetry, which again to a lot of people is another turn-off. So when you hear Louder Than a Bomb, you say, I'm not going to a movie about explosions. And then you say, wait, it's about poetry. Well, I don't like poetry. Well, this you will like, you will love. And it's about a festival in Chicago held every year called Louder Than a Bomb. And it has to do with what's called slam poetry, where kids from the inner city get up and compete in writing and explaining their background, their issues, their goals, their vision, and their dreams, and you get swept up in it. And I don't care if you're a teenager or you're 93 years old or older, you will love this film. The energy, I've seen it now if you can believe it, 5 times, and I never tire of it. It's musical, it's poetic, but in a very positive, uplifting way, and ultimately it's very emotional. And you say to yourself, at least that's what I did and why I became involved in pushing it, so to speak, is that with a generation coming up as exemplified by those kids in that film, our world is going to be okay.
What do you know about the people who made this, Greg Jacobs and John Siskel?
They are documentaries filmmakers. I do not know Greg Jacobs. I did know John Siskel's uncle, who was the movie reviewer, Gene Siskel.
Oh, Siskel and Ebert. From
Chicago, and I lived in Chicago, from Siskel and Ebert, etc., who unfortunately passed away several years ago. And John is a very good filmmaker and excellent. I wish he was able to come out and host the screening, but he's unable to. Excellent filmmaker, and if this is any idea of the quality of the work he does, he's definitely a filmmaker to be watched and to look out for, to be attending all his films.
Free screening, again, when is it?
It's on Thursday, April 7th at 7 o'clock at the Rancho Mirage Library. Please come early for the best seating. The Rancho Mirage Library events tend to fill up rather quickly. And this is one if you like film, if you like youth, if you like energy, if you like excitement, this is something that will really charge your engine, and you will walk out saying, wow, am I glad I saw that film.